Hello, beautiful people. Happy Thursday. So, I do a lot of different types of sessions with clients, and the majority of, how do I say this? I'm just going to keep it real. So, everything that comes through from spirit, your higher self, source, is literally for your highest and best to help you step into your most divine, beautiful potential. And a lot of the things that are shared are can be hard to believe about yourself, right? Or you might not feel worthy or like, well, I can't do that. Why else would your higher self be guiding this information at this particular moment if it was impossible for you to do, right? I get so many people who say, well, I'm not an artist. Well, I can't do that. Well, that's not, blah, blah. And yeah, that is true. That's how you feel in this now moment because maybe at some point when you were being creative and artistic and really expressing yourself and how you want, someone shamed it. Someone was like, "Oh, that's bad," or "Oh, you missed a spot," or "What's that?" Like all these there's so much judgment and criticism in the world. Not a lot of it is productive, right? Or loving and nurturing. So it's really hard when you're getting a reading from spirit to believe things about yourself when at some point you believed it, but it's so shoved down that you can't believe it in yourself anymore. And it's interesting because my mom and my brother are really good at like drawing and art. And I like can't even draw a stick figure, right? Well, I mean, I can. But I went to fashion design business school for nursing where I literally couldn't draw to T what the teachers and professors wanted us to draw. I had all of this creativity in my mind. I had all of these things I wanted to like bring out, but I couldn't. So it was very frustrating. And I started to close it down, right? And I was like, well, I just can't do it. Blah, 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 not my niche, whatever. I had one teacher who gave me great advice at the time and was like, yeah, this isn't for you. Like, what do you really want to do? And it made me sit and reflect and be like, what do I want to do? Because I was putting so much pressure on fitting a mold of trying to draw like everyone else and get these ideas out there that I was like, well, I guess I'm not an artist, never have been anyways, like whatever. But you know what? I was really good at writing. I had poems published. Like I was good at that, getting emotions out on paper. And then I stopped doing that too after leaving the design school. And a couple of years ago, when I got a reading, someone told me all these things about myself that I couldn't believe, didn't even know what they were, had to Google them all after and research and dive in and be curious about every single thing this person said about me to see what really resonated the most. And it was one of the things that I was told was like, go back to writing. Get your expression out there. So when I started learning about the energy centers, the chakras, I was like, one of the greatest ways to have communication and work on your throat chakra, self expression, is through art. Whether that be dance, whether that be singing, whether that be writing, whether that be drawing, painting, sewing, right? Something that just get it out of you. That I was like, you know what? I want to draw. And so I was like, I set my intention to channel my inner artist. To channel an artist in spirit to just move through me and support me in drawing. I was blown away because I realized I don't have to make it perfect. I just have to take that first step to try. Everything that comes through from spirit in my sessions, it comes for a reason, because you're ready to hear it. It needs to be expressed out of you, whatever it is. And one of the biggest things that keeps coming through is trust yourself. It doesn't need to be perfect. Express yourself however you want without caring about someone else's judgment. And it's like, just dance. And then I'll get a laugh, or like, that's stupid. Oh yeah, I don't do that. I can't cook, I can't bake, I can't draw, I can't dance. Well, when you keep that as your story, then that's going to be your story. But if whatever's coming through in the session, you're not applying, you're just becoming aware that this is something you should do, and you're not actually putting it into action and applying, then yeah, you're going to stay in that same repetitive story of I can't, I can't, I can't. We all can. We all can. We just need to take that first step of application, take what has just been brought into our awareness, and be like, you know what? F it. I'm going to try. And then try. The more you allow yourself to just be like, oh, all right, I'm going to try and get my thoughts out there on paper. I'm just going to take these paints and these crayons, and I'm just going to, whatever comes through, I'm just going to go. Once you get past that block that's saying I can't, you'll be amazed at how good you feel after. But every time you apply it and you start to then critique it, you're back in your ego self. You're conditioned back in that I can't mindset, because you're comparing your work to whatever else, or to what teachers have taught you, or whatever. Self-expression is you. It's no one else. So it can't be the same as anyone else's. It shouldn't be. That's boring. We're meant to be here to be unique, to grow, to learn, to experience, to thrive, to bloom, and to blossom. So it's not easy. Take that back. To connect to your divinity, and really get that heart chakra open, and to really trust in yourself and listen to that intuition, that divine feminine, you have to put the I can'ts and I don'ts on the back burner and light the flame to them. Because that is a story that someone else told you. That was not your story. You were not born coming out of the womb like, I can't do what everyone else can do. Absolutely not. You actually come out shining and bright and curious, excited, full of creativity. And along the way, people and external forces have either shamed, shunned, embarrassed you, put it down, told you weren't good enough, whatever. Well, you're good enough. And if it's coming through over and over again through spirit, or you keep getting these drop-ins of like, oh, I should try this, or oh, everyone keeps inviting me to this paint night, or wow, I keep getting all these things on my emails about like trying dance classes or whatever, cooking classes, whatever. The universe is sending you exactly what you should be doing to get unstuck. In the majority of the world, it's about self-expression. However it may be, you don't have to share it with the world, but get it out of your body and get comfortable with being in your body. And the first way you do that is putting the I can'ts and I don'ts to the side. Because you can do and be whoever you want. It's about your perception of what it is and knowing what you want. So I love you, and Spirit really wanted to just put out there that there's a difference between being mindful and aware of what you need to do and then doing it. And that is the hardest part, is like doing it, right? But if you're getting a reading, you're already open to receive something. You already know you need support with something, right? Well, then whatever is given to you, take one thing from that and be like, I'm going to try it. And then see how it goes. And don't just try it once and let it go. Try it a couple times and embody it and be like, wow, I just took time for myself. That was pretty cool. Wow, I just expressed, I don't know what I just drew, but at least you did it, right? At least you did it. You put yourself out there to do it. You showed up for you. And that's what we're all being called to do, to show up for ourselves, to learn about ourselves, and to grow and to heal and put all of those shaming things bye bye. All right. I love you. Have a beautiful night, morning, day, evening. Be creative. Express yourself, and however you feel guided or you are guided to, just try it. I love you.